Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. Well, here we go. Get ready for the NFL draft. It starts tonight, the first round in Pittsburgh, and it should be interesting. Now, I keep reading how the players that are available in this year's draft are not nearly as quality as the players who are going to be ready in the 2027 draft. We'll have to wait and see. But what I do find fascinating is that you have six teams that have two first round picks, including the New York Giants, who traded Dexter Lawrence on Saturday to the Cincinnati Bengals because Lawrence wanted his contract renegotiated. And so the Giants traded him to the Cincinnati Bengals for a first round pick. So the Giants have two first round picks in the first 10. Now, by the time you watch this video, maybe there's some wheeling and dealing going on because you've got these teams with two first-round picks. There could be a lot of navigating. Should be fascinating. What we're hearing in this neck of the woods is that the Giants might go after the linebacker and the safety from Ohio State. We'll see. The Jets could make that linebacker from Ohio State a pick. Mendoza looks to be the first pick in the overall draft by the Raiders. So it'll be fun to watch. They'll get record ratings. The NFL gets record ratings anytime, and the draft has always been a big ratings winner. I'm old enough to remember, by the way, when they would conduct the draft at a New York hotel in the morning, and my algebra teacher, when I was a sophomore in high school, who was a big New York Giants fan, would go and check what was happening with the draft. This would be on a weekday in the morning. And now, look at how it has exploded. They go around to various spots and turn it into a big, big event. And it's an economic winner for the city who hosts the draft. And this year, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers who are going to be a winner, as well as the city of Pittsburgh, because they're serving as the venue for the draft. But yeah, I remember I was a sophomore in high school, and our algebra teacher would keep, Mr. Z, he would keep getting up and leaving the room and then coming back to get the latest on the Giants, the draft. And I believe that was the year they drafted Rocky Thompson, no less. And we all looked at each other and wondered, who was Rocky Thompson? But that's how far the NFL draft has come, to this big, big extravaganza. Now, it's been an extravaganza now for decades. But like I said, when I was in high school, they would hold it in the morning in a New York hotel. And my algebra teacher would sneak out and find out who the Giants were picking. So it's come a long way. And I know, again, this might not be as big a draft as next year as far as the available talent, but we shall see. In the meantime, I just find it fascinating that you've got six teams that have two first-round picks. But it's going to be a wild few days. And one other note about the draft, remember, in the past it used to be 15 minutes between picks. Then they reduced it to 10 minutes between picks, and this year it's going to be 8 minutes between picks. So that draft should move quite along. Enjoy it. It all begins tonight, the NFL draft, and I cannot tell you the number of people who look forward to this, and I'm among them. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, thank you for subscribing to the newsletter. And if you haven't, to do that, just go to danonsports.com. See you later.